This is a Phoenix Media program, an innovation of USQ.
USQ is a program sponsor of Mornings.
Listen Mornings, live and local on Brisbane Youth Radio on 1197 AM and digital radio and online at phoenixradio.com.au. My name's Nick.
My name is Alex.
Oh, and you're listening to Mornings. And it's going to be a good morning, isn't it, Alex?
It is.
Oh, it's going to be some news.
Yep, we've got something planned for you today. We have another quiz like last week, and we have some more horoscope action right at the end.
We've got some interviews as well about
right.
Anzac Day and all that fun stuff. I can't wait. I've got a big smile on my face. I'm just looking forward to it. Okay, so coming up, we've got When Love Takes Over by David Guetta. It's going to be a little bop. But right now, we have Hurt Somebody by Noah Kahan.
Taking it slow.
It's 10 past 10. You'll listen to Mornings live and local on Brisbane Youth Radio on 1197 AM and digital radio and online at phoenixradio.com.au. Time for a news update. Stockland has started taking inquiries for its new development in Springfield, but the Ipswich City Council is holding off from giving them the green light to start earthworks. A development approval was first issued to development for 406 residential lots plus 10 hectares of conservation land back in 2015 at the site, which is adjacent to Woogaroo and Opossum Creeks and nestled between Auxine Heights, Belwood Park and Kimera. But in February, Stockland launched a separate application proposing a revised layout for an extra 37 lots. The new application incorporates 443 residential lots plus parkland and proposes a display housing village and temporary sales office. Last year, when Stockland purchased the almost 30-hectare site, residents opposed it, calling development Sardine City back in 2015 when it was first approved. Stockland purchases the site from Sheriff Enterprise for $21 million with the approval of 406 lots already approved. The sale also included preemptive buying rights for a further 136 hectares. Ipswich City Council has requested further information for the revised application and is now awaiting a response from Stockland.
A teenage boy who has been seriously injured when he was hit by a car at Springfield this morning. A pedestrian was hit on Springfield Greenbank Arterial and Eden Station Drive at Springfield at 7:40 a.m. They were taken to the Lady Cilento Children's Hospital in a serious but stable condition with facial, hand and leg injuries.
Incredible runners crossed the finish line at the London Marathon despite the blistering 23 degrees Celsius weather, making it the hottest ever as others collapsed in the grueling race to the finish. Around 40,000 people ran the 26-mile race across London as officials confirmed the 23.2 degrees Celsius temperature today beat the current record for the marathon of 22.7 degrees Celsius in 1996. Some runners received medical treatment after collapsing in the heat, with temperatures on the track likely to feel higher. A big caveat here is obviously a weather station temperature record will feel a bit different to what it might feel like trackside, where you have the warmth coming up with the tarmac and other people, Met Office spokesman Graham Madge said. Organisers emailed participants ahead of the event with safety advice on running in the heat. We reminded them that they should adjust their goal for Sunday and plan to run a slower pace, and if they were planning to run in a fancy dress, they should think carefully if that is appropriate in these conditions, event director Hugh Brasher said.
Starting to feel chilly in the mornings? Well, it has been colder than usual. Ipswich is starting to cool down as winter approaches. The overnight temperature isn't a record breaker, but it's below the average minimum temperature for April. This morning dropped to 11.4 degrees just after 5 a.m. That's 3.3 degrees lower than the mean minimum temperature recorded by the Ipswich weather station between 1913 and 1994. Records from the Amberley weather station, in use since 1941 and now the closest station to Ipswich still in action, show while it may be chillier than usual, Ipswich has seen colder Aprils. In 2008, Amberley Station recorded its lowest ever April temperature of just 1 degrees. Residents shouldn't expect anything as cold as that in the coming week, with minimum temperatures expected to lift back up to 14 degrees.
Now for a quick weather update. Currently in Ipswich is 23 degrees Celsius and we're expecting a max temperature today of 27 degrees. And in Brisbane today is currently 22 and we're expecting a max of 26. And throughout the southeast we're expecting a 40% chance of rain. So it could rain.
Could rain.
It just depends what the weather feels like.
Yeah, well, last week I said it was going to be sunny all week and it ended up raining by Wednesday, so...
So maybe don't trust us.
Yeah, don't trust us.
But trust us though,
Yeah.
because we read the horoscope, so therefore we're like
We can tell the future.
we're pretty accurate.
Yeah, that's coming up later in the show.
Of course, just stay tuned. Of course, coming up, we've got some Troye Sivan with his new song "My." Oh my, that's a good song.
3 miles.
Three whole miles. Right now, Dami Im with Gladiator. And that was My by Troye Sivan. It's currently 20 minutes past 10. You'll listen to Mornings live and local on Brisbane Youth Radio on 1197 AM and digital radio and online at phoenixradio.com.au. This Wednesday is Anzac Day and around the country there will be multiple services for the public to attend. But if you're in Ipswich and you want to attend a service, we have Ipswich Veteran Support Group Compensation Advocate Michael Blaine from the Ipswich RSL sub-branch to tell us Ipswich's plans for Anzac Day. And Michael, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yourself?
Oh, not too bad. It's been an all right morning. So tell us what you do at the RSL sub-branch.
So I advocate for veterans who have a claim against Veterans Affairs for injuries and compensation.
Oh, nice. That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah. And
Yes. So I'm basically one of the only volunteers left in Ipswich now, and there's 2 paid pensions officers working out of the Moreton District Office in Ipswich as well.
Okay. And what services will be available for Ipswich residents?
Okay, so we have the dawn service, which starts at 04:27 hours, but we'd like people there to arrive around about 04:15 because space is at a premium here. So that's our dawn service. And then we have a wreath laying service at 8:45 a.m. And then we have the council march, which steps off at 10:45.
Awesome. And whereabouts in Ipswich will they be held?
Okay, so the first 2 services, the dawn service and the replaying service, are held in the Memorial Hall in Ipswich, which is on the corner of Limestone and Nicholas Street.
Oh, awesome. And what about the parade?
And the parade, the form-up point is on Limestone and Ellenborough Street.
Oh, awesome. So is it also possible to register for the parade to be able to march in it?
Yes, you can register for the parades on the Ipswich City Council website.
Awesome.
Okay. Will there be Anzac Day memorabilia available for sale?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
That's all good. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Michael. And I'm looking forward to this. And unfortunately, I won't be able to make it because I actually have work at that time of the morning.
I think I went last year, and when you said space is at a premium, I couldn't agree with you more there. Here at Orion, at Rebel Domain, cars were everywhere at 4 o'clock in the morning. It was insane.
Yes, well, the Memorial Hall, we've only got the little park beside us, so there's no parking out the front. So, yeah, space and parking's at a premium around here.
Yeah.
And so whereabouts will you be able to park in Wednesday morning then?
Pretty much the streets around the Memorial Hall, but not Nicholas Street, which is on the hall.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
Again, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And it's going to be a good morning, isn't it?
Yeah, hopefully the weather stays nice for us.
Yeah. We're just talking about the weather just then.
Yeah.
So hopefully it will. Again, thank you so much. And if you want more information, you can head over to the website, which is www.ipswichrsLsb.com.au. or give them a ring at 3281-4159. Right now we have Pink with Trouble.
This day in history.
Listen, mornings live and local on Brisbane Youth Radio on 1197 AM and digital radio and online at phoenixradio.com.au. It's currently 10:30, but it's 2018 and we're going to focus on things which didn't happen in 2018.
It happened before 2018. Some of them are actually before we were born. Actually, only one of them is here.
After we were born.
Yeah, sorry, after we were born. You were born in
97,
same as me.
Oh, twinsies.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, that's cute.
Awesome.
You can go first.
Okay, yep. So in 1616, William Shakespeare was born and died on this day. He was an English actor, playwright, and poet. I think we all know who William Shakespeare is.
Imagine dying on your birthday.
The same day. You know what was so weird? The other day, I actually wanted to research people who died on the same day as their birth. Like, imagine having a birthday, blowing out the candles of your cake, and then you just pass over.
Oh, that's something. Who else also dies on their birthday? Did you find it, or?
No, but I found two people who were born on the same day in the same year. These are people that we know.
Oh.
John Cena and John Oliver.
Oh,
John
wow.
Oliver's that English comedian
Guy.
He does a couple of movies and
Oh, he's got a show on HBO.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
They were both born on this day, April 23rd, in 1977.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's wild. And in 1985, Coca-Cola changes its formula and releases new Coke. The response is overwhelmingly negative, and the original formula is back on the market in less than 3 months.
Damn.
I wish I could taste it. Just like,
Well, remember the Coke Green?
oh yeah,
That we stocked it a lot.
yeah.
Like, we had pallets of it out the front of our store, and they didn't move at all.
I liked it.
You liked it?
I liked it because it wasn't as fizzy. It had the same flavor, but like it wasn't as spicy.
Yeah. But what was it? Like, why? What was it? Because I don't know why it was different to the other.
It wasn't flat. It
Yeah.
was just normal Coke, but it didn't have as fizziness to it, which I
that
don't
was
mind
it.
fizziness, but like it was just nicer to drink.
Yeah.
For me anyway. I guess no one else liked it.
So why was it called green? Like, I thought it was because it was more environmentally friendly.
Maybe, I don't know,
know.
because bubbles like are bad for the environment.
I thought they were bad for you.
But the
I've heard that.
environment-
Yeah.
I don't know. What's our last thing for today?
In 2005, the first ever YouTube video titled "Me at the Zoo" was published by user Jord.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
One of the creators of the platform.
That is, yeah. That's only 2005. Like, to me, that doesn't seem like a very long time ago, but that,
13 years.
yeah.
Oh wow!
But when you consider how big YouTube is now, like, do you remember the old style of YouTube? Of it was like a white playback bar,
Oh,
and
yes.
that circle with the dot inside
Yes.
for the playhead.
Oh yeah.
I remember
Oh,
that old YouTube.
And like the star rating as well. Do you remember
Yeah,
that?
I remember you could post video replies.
That was
That
the
was-
days.
yeah.
And then they removed. I don't know why they removed.
I don't know
that,
why
though.
either, because they were quite popular.
Yeah, like
It wasn't too long ago. Well, I say not too long ago, but it probably was.
I think it was like probably 5 years
5
ago.
years ago. We're closer to 2020 than we are to 2012.
Oh god.
Like, that's scary. Because, like, 2012 was yesterday for me. That was when the world was supposed to end.
I know the world was supposed to end like last week. Did you see?
I saw that too, yeah.
Yeah, but that
But
never
it
happened.
didn't happen unless we're all dead right now, and this is kind of like a...
Oh, don't jump down that
That's
rabbit
later.
hole.
That's later for the horoscope segment.
That's more like me laying in bed at midnight trying to get to sleep, thinking
Yeah.
about that type of stuff. But yeah, like I remember also with YouTube back in those days, you could add friends as well, not just subscribers.
Really?
Seriously, you could add friends to it.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember adding people.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I remember when your channel used to be able to have channel art on the sides, I believe.
You can make it look so cool.
like so different. Yeah, now it's just the same YouTube
just
layout.
banner,
Yeah,
profile pic,
here's a trailer for my channel.
and my Twitter,
Yeah,
and here's my about state page. You won't read.
you won't know. No one ever reads.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, good times. It's
Yeah.
good. It's a good website.
it is.
I
Like,
spend all my time on it.
yeah, you can like watch a video and then it'll suggest. I like that new suggestion thing. How it suggests another one when it gets it right. You can sit back, you can lay back, and you can just watch for hours. It's great.
I saw a YouTuber do once where I know we're just talking about YouTube now. It's supposed to be our history, but it is like it's a huge part of like the internet.
yeah, well, this is our version
general.
of the history, basically.
Yeah, because
we
like
grew up.
that's how you watch online content just through. It's just such a different thing. Anyway, I was watching.
It's such a different thing, but we're so used to it now.
Yeah, it's just
Like,
a
we
part
don't watch
part of
TV
life.
because of things like YouTube, Netflix, and all those streaming services. You can watch what you want when you want,
Exactly.
and like who cares about sitting around waiting for ads?
Oh,
No one wants that.
just have ad blocker on. Then you will.
Shh, don't say that.
Oh, what? I didn't say that. Don't do that. Anyway, coming up, we got Uptown Girl. That's a good song.
Yeah.
By Westlife. And then we got right now, sorry.
Yeah, right now
Right now we got Jessica Mauboy. She's a good artist.
we've got love.
We have?
Well, that's what the song is
Oh,
called.
I thought you were talking about between us and
Maybe I don't know.
Keep
Keep this off air.
We got Love by Jessica Mauboy.
Why do we always
And that was Uptown Girl by Westlife. It's currently 11:45 right now. You listen to Mornings live and local on Brisbane Youth Radio on 1197 AM and digital radio and online at phoenixradio.com.au. Wow, so sport happened this weekend.
Lots of sport.
Oh, lots of sport. So we got our reporter on the field, Terry Presco. He did a little interview at the Sunshine Coast, where the Ipswich Jets won a game. We'll find out what happens into this interview. Let's just see.
Joining me here at Sunshine Coast Stadium, Nathaniel Neal. Mate, good win in the end?
Yeah, real good win. We knew it was going to be a tough one against the boys, and we had to really dig deep for it.
Catholics kicks you a 41-metre field goal there at the last dying minutes.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of sevens coming out in him.
Mum and Barbara returned to the side tonight. What's he bring to the team?
I think it's just a bit of experience and a bit of X factor.
Just strengthens the speed in the side when you've also got Conlon and also Christian as well.
Yeah, they're just like tricky little fellas that just get around the ball, and they know they've got a good footy brain, so they're just awesome to have around the big boys.
For yourself, going up against Dan Hogan, do you have to build yourself up for that?
No, I just play week in, week out. I don't really take much notice of who I'm playing. I just tackle the man with the ball.
Both halves, you started a bit slow, took about 20 minutes until you really got into it. Is there anything that you need to really improve on?
No, I think just a bit of travel. It's just a bit like coming off the bus, you've got to warm into the game, and the boys started pretty hard, so we just had to weather that storm, and we rolled through out the other side of that.
And Redcliffe next week at home?
Yeah, it should be good.
Awesome. How cool is that? So we got on the line right now
Redcliffe
Terry.
captain Cameron Cullen joins us here.
Got that still playing. So Terry, how was the game on this Saturday?
It was a very exciting game. As I led to the end of that interview, it was a bit of an unusual game for Ipswich Jets. They both halves, they didn't really get started till the 20-minute mark, letting in points and letting Sunshine Coast run around a bit. But as soon as they hit that 20-minute mark, they just lighten up, and it was an exciting game.
Oh, wow, that must have been pretty awesome to see.
Yeah, it was. Like I said, it was extremely exciting. It was really, there was only ever 2 points in the game at any one time, so it wasn't like it was a huge goal and they had to claw back. And Catholic to kick a field goal in the 77th minute it was pretty impressive. It was about 41 metres out, and he probably could have kicked it from the 50 and it still would have made it.
I believe that the Ipswich Jets are going up against the Dolphins this Saturday, I think. It's Dolphins?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, 3 o'clock on Saturday. They'll be taking on Redcliffe Dolphins at home at North Ipswich Reserve. This will be even more interesting because Redcliffe had a big win over Mackay Cutters on the weekend. So it's third up against 6, so it should be an entertaining one.
Yeah, I'm looking at the ladder right now. So do you think the Jets have a chance at winning this game at all?
Oh, definitely. If they could just tidy up those first 20 minutes of each half, that would be an incredible team. They've got plenty of pace in there. Mum and Barbara just brings a whole new level of speed and skill into the game, as well as I'm trying to think. I've lost his name now. But Michael Purcell, as well as fullback, brings a lot of experience. But where's Conlon? He's phenomenal in the middle of the field. So hopefully we'll see some exciting football.
Oh, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Of course, you can catch the live stream on Phoenix Media Hub's Facebook page, where we'll be streaming it live, again at 3 o'clock at North Ipswich Reserve. Oh yeah, it's gonna be pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to it. Like, I'm not really a sporty person either, but like getting into it last year, I'm like, oh wow, I hope Ipswich does Ipswich does well.
Well, they should do. They're always an exciting team. Shane and Ben Walker, they've got a different brand of football that's unusual for the conventionalists in rugby league. So, they throw the ball around. They do a lot of sideways running where a lot of teams, especially like Redcliffe with their big forward pack, they just like to run up the middle and just, roll over the forwards.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, Terry. And I believe you're going to be on a little show here at Phoenix Radio. Oh, not Phoenix Radio, but like in Phoenix Media Hub.
Phoenix Media, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be called After the 80, I think, or something like that.
That's right, yes.
Oh, you're going to be a little host, aren't you? It's going to be pretty exciting, isn't it?
It will be. This will be my debut. If you want to talk sports stuff, this is my debut into TV land. So
very
let's see
interesting.
how this goes.
Yeah.
I really can't wait. It's going to be pretty good, in my opinion, anyway.
You nervous?
Yes, but I guess I've done a lot of radio stuff, and as working with Nick the other day, it's pretty much like radio, except for you got bright lights and you've got your script up on the screen, so it's pretty similar.
Yeah, it's like a little bit different. It's just vision. It's true, yeah.
So everyone can see you sweat when you're nervous instead of just hearing your voice tremble.
I actually said that. I'm like, oh God, I look like me on TV. Quick, give me some makeup.
Again, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Right now, here on Phoenix Radio, we have Robin Schultz with Headlights. Oh, it's going to be a banger. And that was Treaty by Yothu Yindi. You'll listen to mornings live and local on Brisbane Youth Radio on 1197 AM and digital radio and online at phoenixradio.com.au. It's almost 11 o'clock, like 30 seconds off from 11 o'clock. And
20 seconds now.
Oh, 20 seconds. If it's going to do like a countdown, countdown, that'll be a bit odd. Please join us for the next hour. It's going to be a really fun and wacky hour. We've got a little quiz.
We do. So coming up, we've got a quiz. That's after our short little break that's about to happen. And then after that, we have our horoscope segment.
Oh.
Yeah, so we get to tell your future. We get to tell whether your day is going to be great or really bad.
Or just average.
You know,
and nothing special.
Yeah, we'll tell you how your days are and how the rest of your week's going to plan out, depending on how many we read.
Yeah, we really need to consult the stars.
Yeah, we need to dig down to our heart and look up to the stars.
And email them.
Check the website.
Also, here's our word from our sponsors.
This is a Phoenix Media program, an innovation of USQ.
And that was Don't Give Up by Shannon Knoll and Natalie Bassingwaite. You know, the one with the complicated last name and the complicated first name, which I can't pronounce. Yeah, 10 past 11, you'll listen to mornings live and local on Brisbane Youth Radio on 1197 AM and digital radio and online at phoenixradio.com.au. Oh, Alex.
Yes.
It's time for a
quiz.
Little quiz.
Awesome.
So we've got two guests on the line. Our first one, hello.
Hello.
Alistair? Is this Stuart? Which one is this?
Hey.
Oh, is this Stuart? Is it?
Yes, this is Stuart.
Oh, wow. Hi, Stuart. It's great for you to be on the air. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Oh, well, I live in Brisbane. I study at QUT, and I'm 20 years old, unemployed currently.
Oh, isn't that great? And you're going to be on this quiz, and you're not going to win anything, unfortunately, but you'll win. If you do win, you'll get...
clap.
Yeah, we'll give you a clap.
Yeah.
I'll get the satisfaction of knowing I won.
Yes.
Exactly. And on the second line, Alistair, hi.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. Oh, tell us a bit about yourself.
My name's Alistair. I go by Al, and I study at Griffith University, and I live in Ipswich. And I maintain 2 part-time jobs, and I will be winning this quiz over the other guest.
Wow, okay.
Well,
Great.
This is going to be intense. Yeah. I can't wait for this.
So the quiz varies between a couple of sort of topics. Of course, because Anzac Day is around the corner, we have 3 Anzac Day questions and then 3 just general pop quizzy questions about things.
Can I take back my previous statement?
Oh, you want to take it back now?
Yeah, I think this might be difficult, actually.
It's okay. I believe in you both, and just good luck.
Right, so...
Why, thank you, Nick.
Okay, so first of all, the first question is, when is Anzac Day?
The 25th of April.
Awesome.
I think Alistair got that first, and that's a ding. That means correct.
Awesome.
I should have clarified. Maybe we should make them do a sound.
Yeah.
like.
Can I do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, do that. All right, cool. So who was that?
That was Alistair.
So Alistair's got the bleep.
And Stuart, what sound have you got available on you?
Do you mind if I just make a dinging noise? Like if I just say the word ding really rapidly?
I'll go for that, yeah.
Ding.
Okay, and second question. Who can get this first? What does ANZAC stand for?
Ding, 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 ding.
Stuart?
Australian New Zealand Army Corps.
Oh.
Yes, correct.
Ding. That's a good ding there.
No, it doesn't. He's lying.
Awesome. The third question, what is so important about the 25th of April, aside from it being Anzac Day?
Oh, Alistair?
It was the landing in Turkey.
Yes.
Oh, ding, ding.
Yep. It marks the anniversary of the first major military action fought by Australian and New Zealand forces during the First World War.
Oh, wow.
Cool. So now we're on to the pop quiz section.
That's a little score update. We've got Alistair on 2. And Stuart on 1. So, oh boy. First question of our pop quiz segment. Game, set, match is an expression used to indicate a competitor has won the game in which... Oh,
wow.
Alistair.
Tennis.
Was that, sorry?
Tennis.
Oh, correct. Oh, Stuart, jeez, you have to pick up your game a bit, mate.
I think this phone dinging is unfair.
Second question.
Which actor played a FedEx employee that became marooned on an island?
Oh, ding.
Already? What is it?
Ding.
Alistair?
Tom Hanks.
Yes, so it was Tom Hanks.
Last question. What is the name for the longest side of a right triangle?
Ding, 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 ding,
Stuart.
The hypotenuse.
That is correct.
Oh, ding. I think that leaves
us. Come back.
So we've got one.
Oh, you got taught well in maths B, didn't you?
I think Alistair won that.
Yes, with 4 points.
Wow.
2.
Well done. Like, you win nothing, but...
No, the clap, remember?
Oh, they get the clap. Oh, wait, I think there's a clap sound effect on here, and I'll try and
There's an angry crowd. There's a crowd cheer, generic.
Yep, this one.
Hey!
Hey! That's just beautiful.
And now you can tell your friends, I was on the radio and I won a quiz.
I'm going to frame this on the wall and put it on my parents' mantelpiece and say, this is what I did with my life.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
No worries, lots of fun.
Bye, get out of here. Anyway, that's them gone. Right now, we have Say You Won't Let Go by James Arthur. It's currently 20 past 11. You'll listen to Mornings Live and Local on Brisbane Youth Radio on 1197 AM and digital radio and online at phoenixradio.com.au. Time for the latest news. Stockland has started taking inquiries for its new development in Springfield, but the Ipswich City Council is holding off from giving them the green light to start earthworks. A development approval was first issued to develop 406 residential lots plus 10 hectares of conservation land back in 2015 at the site, which is adjacent to Woogaroo and Opossum Creeks and nestled between Auxton Heights, Bellbird Park and Kimera. But in February, Stockland lodged a separate application proposing a revised layout for an extra 37 lots. The new application incorporates 443 residential lots plus parkland and proposes proposes a display housing village and a temporary sales office.
A teenage boy has been seriously injured when he was hit by a car at Springfield this morning. A pedestrian was hit on Springfield Greenbank Arterial and Eden Station Drive at Springfield at 7:40 a.m. They were taken to the Lady Salento's Children's Hospital in a serious but stable condition with facial, hand, and leg injuries.
Incredible runners crossed the finish line at the London Marathon despite the blistering 23-degree weather, making it the hottest ever as others collapsed in the grueling race to the finish. Around 40,000 people ran the 26-mile race across London as officials confirmed the 23.2 degrees Celsius temperature today beat the current record for the marathon of 22.7 degrees Celsius in 1996. Some runners received medical treatment after collapsing in the heat, with temperatures on the track likely to feel higher. A big caveat here is obviously a weather station temperature record will feel a bit different to what it might feel like trackside, where you have the warmth coming from the tarmac and other people, Met Office spokesman Graham Madge said. Organisers emailed participants ahead of the event with safety advice on running in the heat. We reminded them they should adjust their goal for Sunday and plan to run at a slower pace, and if they're planning to run in fancy dress, they should think carefully if that is the appropriate in these conditions, event director Hugh Brasher said.
Starting to feel chilly in the mornings. Well, it has been colder than usual. Ipswich is starting to cool down as winter approaches. The overnight temperature isn't a record breaker, but is below the average minimum temperature for April. This morning dropped to 11.4 degrees just after 5 a.m. That's 3.3 degrees below the mean minimum temperature recorded by the Ipswich weather station between 1913 and 1994. Records from the Amberley weather station in use since 1941 and now the closest station to Ipswich still in action show while it might be chillier than usual, Ipswich has seen colder Aprils. In 2008, Amberley Station recorded its lowest ever April temperature of just 1 degrees. Residents shouldn't expect anything as cold as that in the coming week, with the minimum temperatures expected to lift back up to about 14 degrees.
And now for a weather update. In Ipswich at the moment, it is currently 25 degrees and we're expecting a max of 27 today, and at the moment it's partly cloudy. And in Brisbane today, it's currently 26 and we're expecting the max temperature to stay at 26 today. Again, we have a chance of rain this afternoon, exactly 40% chance, according to the Weather Bureau, exactly 40%.
Yes.
So
like last week though, we said it wouldn't rain at all and it ended up raining on Wednesday. At the moment, Google is saying that it will have a chance of rain this afternoon. So expect umbrellas.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, great minds think alike. Get your umbrellas out and don't
get wet.
Don't get wet.
Yeah,
I think that's all I have to say. And that's the news and weather.
That's the news and weather.
So for today, that's all that happened today. No, I'm kidding. There's more things which happened today, but of course we can't cover everything. And of course we got all our news from the qt.com.au.
Yes.
Forgot to mention that last time, qt.com.au for your latest news for Ipswich and the world, because they cover worldly
things
as well. Right now, we've got the best artist in the world, Katy Perry, with Firework here on Phoenix Radio. It's the truth.
Righto.
And that was Friends by Marshmello. It's currently 11:30. You'll listen to mornings live and local on Brisbane Youth Radio on 1197 AM and digital radio and online at phoenixradio.com.au. Well, Alex.
Yes.
It's time for us to wind back a bit. You know what I mean?
Let down your chair, sit back and
just
relax.
Look up at the stars.
That's it.
And like
on this sunny morning day.
Well, the sun is one big star. You know that.
Oh yeah, it is.
Okay, well that's the end of today. That was an intense.
That was. It's all about working hard. Like what was last week? Last week was all about your hard work paying off.
Yeah, so
sort of. And this week is like
you got to get back into it.
Yeah, you got to get back into it. You work. You have to do your work, but there will be rewards.
It's a cycle.
It is.
Coming up. Well, after this, we're going to have another segment of talking. It's going to be a surprise. For coming up, we have Dusk Till Dawn by Zayn Malik and Sia. But right now, some Maroon 5 with Harder to Breathe. Dusk Till Dawn by Zayn Malik and Sia right there. It's currently 11:45. You'll listen mornings live and local on Brisbane Youth Radio on 1197 AM and digital radio and online at phoenixradio.com.au. Now, Alex, my boy.
I have some events coming up for the
Ooh.
Ipswich area and
Ooh.
Springfield area, if you're interested in the next week.
So interested.
So Rebelden Main has a dawn service. It starts at 5:20 in the morning. It's in the main stage circle, it's where the big main stage is, and on the oval. That is in Rebelden Main. Coming up in events in Ipswich on Friday, the 27th at 6 p.m. There's the Friday Night Drift at the Queensland Raceway. There are also some what looks like internet classes. Internet Skills 2 at the Old Inala Hall. That is again on Friday in the morning at 11:30.
That's mainly for like the elderly people.
Yes,
as well, isn't it?
That's for it's to teach how to use the internet.
Which I really love because my grandma took those courses like, I think I want to say 10 years ago now. And like, I'm actually so proud of her that she can use like a little laptop all by herself. Like, I really love it when older people bother to learn.
Yeah.
Instead of going, technology, I hate technology.
Well, this morning, my mother schooled my sister on using internet banking.
Oh, wow.
And this is like my mother was all sort of against internet transfers of money at one stage.
Oh, wow.
Like, never used PayPal. I remember because I wanted to buy some games online when I was a kid. Never wanted to use PayPal. Mum was the first one to get a PayPal account in the whole family.
Oh, wow.
Like, this is like, things are changing.
That's great.
Yeah. My grandfather is the same with technology. He's got an iPad. You know, this is someone who you can't really expect to do much with technology. But he was the first person in our family to get NBN, the first person to, discover what it's capable of and everything and stuff like that.
That's great. But my grandpa's the opposite. He's just
Really?
like, not want to do
technology.
anything with it. It's like, well, I love him. But like, but that's what he's like anyway. He's very like that anyway. But yeah, my grandma's awesome. She was like, she does it, and she makes all these cards as well for her birthday and like publish her. And like, she's a pro.
Yeah. Is she an emoji user?
No, I don't.
Oh, good.
I think she knows how to do a smiley face. So
Okay.
She uses smiley faces.
Yeah. See, my grandmother and my mother, big emoji users. It annoys me so much.
That's cute. Is there anything else happening around the region?
There are art classes at 10 a.m. on the 26th at the by Brushstrokes at the Brookfield Showground in Ipswich. There are also art classes by Breeze Art, again at the Brookfield Showgrounds. That is on the 27th, the next day, and it starts an hour earlier at 9 a.m. on Friday. There are a whole bunch of baby events. So Babies, Books, and Rhymes is on at 9:30 a.m. and that is in Fig Tree Pocket Riverside Reserve on Friday.
Nice.
So a lot of things are happening on Friday and Thursday. Something for the beginning of the week will be First 5 Forever Babies, Books and Rhymes is at the Old Inala Hall on the 21st of April. So that's tomorrow at 10:30 a.m.
Nice.
There's a bunch of
very eventful week.
It is, yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of them overlap, so you kind of have to choose what you want to do.
Pick and choose. Well, a lot of them are for different age groups.
Yes.
Well.
So you've got your racing on Friday. So if you're into that sort of a thing, there's another racing on Sunday too, but that's not really this week. Lakeside off-street drags at the Queensland Raceway, and that starts at 7 a.m. in the morning. So I mean, you could have a late night on Friday, have an early morning on Sunday. If you're into racing, there's a bunch of art if you're into art, and if you have a baby, then there are some things to help you there.
But a little bit for everyone.
There's a little bit for everyone, exactly.
Lovely.
Yeah.
And of course, we've got Anzac Day on Wednesday.
Anzac Day, Wednesday, on the 2nd of May, which is very far away. There is a candle at Rebelden Main again. There's a candle lighting to remember those who have fallen. Lighting ceremony.
That's nice. So you said you went to the Anzac Day thing.
Sorry, no. It's the National Day to Remember Candlelight Ceremony, to remember those who have died because of domestic and family violence. That's on Wednesday, the 2nd of May.
That's not Anzac, yeah.
No, that's very far away. It's at 5:30 p.m.
Nice.
Yeah.
But you were saying before that you went to the Anzac
yes,
thing in
I think
Springfield
last year or the year before. It was the first year where they had that. They have this new. It's like a statue, sort of a thing, a pillar, and you put the poppies in it, and that's their sort of memorial there.
That's interesting because Springfield's not that old. Like, it wasn't around.
No, it wasn't. You can go on Google Earth and go back to 2003, and half of it's not here.
Yeah,
like it's not here, and it's. I've been here for 18 years, 19 years now.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I've been here. Like, I was at Laidley before here, and then this was like where I've basically lived and grown up. So, yeah, I've been here the entire time, and I think the morning ceremonies have only been happening for the last 4 years, 4 or 5 years.
Because more people move here and they have their own relatives who've.
There's a big military presence here, especially with the Greenbank artillery range right here, and Amberley isn't that far away, especially if you go at the back through Ripley, I believe it is. So there's a big presence of military family as well here in Springfield. So there was a need for that statue to be built, and yeah, the light show is amazing at the morning ceremony. So if you're in the Springfield area, I would suggest coming along. Do come early. I'm not going to say you can, but you could park at Orion. But there is no parking at Rebel that you don't have to pay for. So yeah, choose your parking wisely.
Choose your parking wisely, dear.
Yeah.
That should be pretty interesting. But it's time for us to go now.
It is.
It's time for me to go.
Yeah, I'm back. But not just for Phoenix Radio when we do the crossover.
Of course.
Yes.
But you'll see us again next week.
Yep.
At the same time, same place here on Brisbane Youth Radio, 1197, and of course Phoenix Radio. And thank you for joining us for this 2 hours. It was a fun 2 hours.
It was.
First Time by Kygo right now, and then I Like Me Better by Lauv. Goodbye.
Bye.
I'll miss you.